So to be successful, you need a top five. The number one, so the top five, let's call it boxing. The number one person in your top five, that's the pinnacle. That's the greatest. For me, that was Ali. I wanted to get to that level, not of boxing, but to make people care.
And he was the most famous person on the planet. There wasn't anywhere that you could go on the planet. You could go to the darkest spot of Siberia or Africa or anywhere and say, show a picture of Muhammad Ali, and they knew who he was.
Yeah, that's crazy for the
Right?
internet.
Yeah.
So the number two person is someone in your field that is better than you, objectively better than you. That's the person you get to. Your goal is to catch up to that person. Now, that person could be someone in your circle or even someone you see online. But if you have contact with the person, reach out. The number three person is someone who's just as good as you. So for me, the number two person was someone better than me in the boxing gym. The number three person is someone just as experienced as I am. My goal is to never let that person become better than me. And their goal is to never let me become better than them. Also, I will give them all the resources, advice, and tools to become better than me, to challenge myself to never fall behind. That's the most important person. The number four person, that's someone who's not as experienced as you. You are their number two. Your job is to give them every tool, every piece of advice, and anything to get as good as you are. Never let them become better than you. And the number five person is you. Because if you don't want to hang out with you, neither would those other four people. So don't be a dick. So I use that in everything I do. And when I do comedy, if there's five comics, I want everyone to be their best. I want to crush them. Nothing personal. And like even speaking, if I'm on a speaker lineup, I'm crushing the other speakers. And I want it to be clear. I want a standing ovation. I want to be obviously the best. But if there's someone better than me and I see like we get done, I'm like, oh, they did way better than I did. Hey, can we meet for coffee? I'd love to pick your brain. It's not competitive. It's competitive, but I'm not mad at you. I want to learn from you.
You know, the beauty of that, there's a couple of things there. One is it's easy to get complacent, right? It's easy to get complacent in your life when you reach a certain zone. But I've always, for my trade, my work as a real estate broker, I've been a real estate broker for 35 years. But whether it was a comedy, whether it's real estate, whether it's a business, whether it's big investors that I've dealt with over the years, I've always noticed that the people who gave the most were usually the most talented or the most successful. It was the ones who were really holding on and weren't giving and stuff were the ones that were struggling. And I used to share that with people. And dude, just give it away, bro. I mean, if they're naturally going to be better than you, your shit's not going to matter anyways, right? But the more you give this up, they'll feed back. This will come back to you. And when I was doing the comedy classes, like I said, that dude, John, he was a big dude at the time. And literally he's like, yeah, come walk with me, man. I'll tell you anything you want to know about what I do and how it works. And I noticed that within the club. The guys who were really good were rooting for the other comedians. They're like, but I'm going to go up and kick your ass, bro. I'm going to kill. I'm so going to kill. But they wanted you to do well too, right? And that was huge. That built a good camaraderie within the group. You see that with what Rogan's doing, you know, buying his club, bringing in a lot of comics. He's really supported comics, and he's like giving, knowing that the community is a special community of comics, because we're all messed up, man.
Yeah. That's so even with the giving thing. So I had this thing like when you don't grow up around a lot, you make up stories about people with a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought to become successful, you had to be cutthroat and evil. And then I realized you'll never become the thing you despise.
Yeah.
I wanted to be successful. How could I hate these?
Yeah.
And as soon as I got around successful people, before they told me about their success, they were looking to see how they could make me more successful.
Mm.
It was like they were so giving, as you were saying. And
Yeah.
I think when you go to a boxing match, you get to weigh-ins, there's guys with their shirt off, beating their chests and being all tough. And then there's usually a group of dudes in the corner sitting crisscross applesauce playing cards. Those are the killers.
Yeah.
Because once you're good, you're not threatened. And I realize successful people want to surround themselves with more successful. I don't want to hang around losers. And if there's someone who's not doing well, I want to help them do better. Because
Yeah.
if anything, I see it as a table. I want everyone around me to be strong. If I fall, you can help me up. I want to be
Yeah.
the only strong person around. And when I started to look at that, I realized why successful people want other successful people around them.